Well, hey guys, doing? Hope you're gonna have an awesome day today. Overseer here. Alright, so the thing is that about Ahsoka, the TV show, it got me thinking. If you guys haven't seen my last previous video, it was actually not necessarily a review video. It was sort of a recap video as well for the premiere, season 1, episode 1, and episode 2 of Ahsoka. Now, I rewatched it and I gathered some new detail into it. I'm not entirely sure if you guys knew about it, but obviously we all knew that Anakin Skywalker was going to come back in here, but the thing is that Ahsoka actually used the dark side, which means she's been training and tampering into the dark side. Because if you remember this, okay, so according to this article as well, it says Ahsoka Tano has been experimenting with the dark side, showing similarities to her former master Anakin Skywalker, who often defied the Jedi Council as Ahsoka did. And Ahsoka in the TV show did admit she doesn't really use the Jedi way, hence dark side. I'll get into that in a moment to notice. She used the dark side power, the mind probe, on Morgan Epps. Now, the mind probe to extract vital information and to find the star map pointing to Thrawn. Now, let me tell you about Mind Probe. Mind Probe is basically where there's a few versions of it. You know how a lot of people like Darth Vader, especially Darth Sidious says, "I can feel the anger inside of you, your hatred." I'm sorry, I had to do that. Young Skywalker. Anyways, Palpatine, he always says that, and Darth Vader, "I can feel the dark side, the anger inside of you. Release it now." So when both of them are always talking about that, saying that basically they're inside your head, they're extracting the information, they're thinking they know what's actually exactly inside your head.
I can feel your anger.
At the moment, what you're about to do. Kylo Ren actually did the same thing in, I believe it was The Force Awakens, when he was trying to get inside Rey's head. But the thing is that since Rey had, I guess you could say, some Jedi abilities inside of her, he can really extract that information out of her fully, because it's hard for a Jedi. Now, the only way to extract information out from someone is unless they open their mind to you, if they agree to it. Now, when Ahsoka wanted to actually get information where the key was at so that she could extract some information, I'll get into that. So she did mention that in her training, when it was in the Clone Wars, Anakin was her master and she was only a Padawan back then. She did notice a few signs of Anakin defying the Jedi way. Basically, he never, I guess you could say, forsake the Jedi path. Always, he was kind of she would always think of him as a mentor that didn't play by the rules, by the law, by the Jedi order. He really wanted to do things on his own, and he felt like he should be able to do things on his own, a different way instead of the Jedi way. Like the Jedi way, the order, it's not quite in perspective, meaning you don't get the same answers that you really need to. So Ahsoka probably remembered some of the moments that she knows what Anakin was doing. Anakin was using the dark side mind probe, and she had her first experience too also. But she did say that during the Clone Wars she didn't complete her training with Anakin, but she sure did pay attention to him and his ways of how he studied every single of their missions, how he executed them, and how he even defied their orders but still completed the mission with the A+, basically. And how he always got out of sticky situations, such as when they're in prison together inside the Clone Wars. Anakin was doing things that Ahsoka never thought that any other Jedi or Master should do the right way or the wrong way. So that's why Luke Skywalker always calmed himself down, because he always preferred Yoda. Yoda was his main mentor, his master, and Yoda is a master at, I guess, peace, and that's where Luke gets his peace and harmony from. He gets it from Yoda, and always will gets it from Yoda. That's why he didn't strike his father down. He had anger for Palpatine. He would have struck Palpatine down, but of course his father stepped in. His father stopped him, and as soon as we could see some of the rage when Luke Skywalker was literally about to kill his own father, the moment where he chopped off Vader's, I guess you say his arm, found out that his father has the same mechanical arm as he did. He and his father share the same amount of pain on some certain levels, because Anakin never sought out, had peace inside him, but Luke had peace inside him. Luke always seen the good inside his father, even though his father was completely corrupted by the dark side. But other than that, I'm getting a little off track. Okay, so how she used the dark side, but she actually studied it and she actually remembered some of, I guess you could say, Anakin's training and some of his expressions and his ways of how to, I guess you could say, compel other people into making them do things that they don't even want to do. Now, making someone actually doing a Jedi mind trick, like make someone grab a key and unlocking the door for you, that's not getting information out of somebody. That's actually compelling someone, controlling someone. What she's doing right here is mind probing. Now, uh, obviously, she was talking to a former colleague of hers, and Ahsoka hints when she said that basically she didn't use the Force, she didn't follow the standard Jedi protocol. That means when she was trying to extract information out of, I guess you could say, the witch, we could call her the witch, uh, she wanted to know where the hidden key was at, the location it was at. So how she found it was that she said this. She wanted to do it carefully and she wanted to talk to her alone. So she used the dark side on her prisoner that she brought in. Yeah, it was actually her prisoner. So technically, since it was her prisoner and she was bringing it onto the New Republic, I guess you could say prison transporter, she was able to spend only some minimum quality time with her. In that quality time with her, she was able to probe right inside her mind, extract that information, because she wouldn't give that information from her.
Hawks betray you. Your feelings for them are strong, especially for sister.
So what did she do? She turned to the dark side. She saw what Anakin actually did in the Clone Wars. She remembered a few things. And now she says that since there's no Jedi Order, no Jedi Temple, no Jedis at all around, barely, all we see is Ahsoka and Luke. So might as well abandon the Jedi protocol and their laws and stuff, and go along with what Anakin actually did in the Clone Wars, because Anakin did save a lot of lives and stuff when he was on his own former team and actually was the master of Ahsoka. She did learn a lot from him, but I'm just really curious, if she would have completed her full training with Anakin, he probably would have actually trained her a little bit more, his dark secrets of the dark forest, and she would have even became more powerful. I mean, Anakin sure knows how to use dual swords, so obviously, I guess she fancied dual swords mostly as well, and it kind of really does suit her as well. Inside someone's mind without their consent, basically. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting. What do you guys think about that? Ahsoka actually using the dark side. She's actually following Anakin's path, I'd say. Not the dark side, not being corrupted, but slowly like dipping like her fingers into the cookie jar with the inside of it. You have the dark side. I'm dead serious. The dark side it's really more powerful than light side. Of course, I can tell you that. Uh, anyways, other than that, I have a question for you guys. What would you rather be? Would you rather be a Mandalorian or would you rather be a Jedi? Think about that. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel as always if you want to, and may the force be with you always.